Hey people, this is Conrad Layn here. 6 a.m., pretty early morning. Just want to give you guys a quick lane tip in regards to a full deep dive short explanation about roadside service for Turo hosts. Let's dive right in, people. So, roadside service, what it's all about is it essentially takes care of you 24/7, 365 days per year. So if anything happens when your guest, your Turo guest, has the vehicle in their possession, you're covered 24/7. They'll pick up the vehicle, they'll tow it. If the person lost a key in the car, they'll take care of you. You pay nothing out of pocket, absolutely free, very phenomenal. And it's perfect because you pay nothing else for it and you're covered. But always remember this. If you're in a situation where it's your responsibility to say, keep your tires in a proficient manner and say they found out that the tires are bald, then you're going to be liable for the roadside service that Turo paid on your behalf. So simply put, always make sure your vehicle's in proficient working safety required Turo safety approved manner so that you're not responsible for if anything happens to the vehicle. So for example, the tire blows out because there's bald tires, if the engine blows out because there's no low oil, stuff like that. If it falls in your responsibility and which caused the accident, caused the situation or claim, you're actually going to be responsible for it and you have to pay for that. In those situations, if it's your fault, we are human, we make mistakes, we're not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect and we're not perfect. But so what we do to get out of this situation is at that point, if it's ever your fault because something happened to the vehicle while it was in your guest's possession, what I highly recommend, do your own due diligence, do your own research. I'm not your insurance agent, I'm not your tax person, but do this. Contact your insurance company, and most insurance companies will do this, and ask them, hey, how much does it cost to add on roadside service? Most insurance companies, it's typically usually under $1 or a dollar per month, sometimes even cheaper. And if it's a little bit more, it's still worth it. And you have to compare that. Is it cheaper than if I go to say AAA? AAA might charge you say $90 per year, which is still phenomenal, $90 for roadside service, as opposed to having to be liable and pay for roadside service, which could upwards of $200, $300 just for a roadside service picking up a vehicle, especially if it's after hours. They usually up their fees. So for people that don't know, this is very important. When you start a Turo business, contact your insurance company on your personal side, ask them, do you guys offer roadside service, and how much does it cost? And compare that. Do some shopping around and figure out if it's cost effective. It usually is the cheapest option because you already have an insurance policy, so you get it at a much discounted rate, and it's cool, and it's all year round, 24/7 typically. So if you have an insurance company, call your insurance company, ask them, hey, how much does it cost to add on roadside service? Usually very, very cheap, usually very cost effective. And if that's the case, what you do at that point is you make sure to add it on. And if you choose to not do that, or if your insurance company, one of those rare insurance companies that doesn't have roadside service, then what you do is you contact AAA. I left the links below for AAA. I also left the links below for a deep explanation in regards to Turo Roadside, directly from Turo. It's a Turo article, so I'll leave that in the links below. But check out AAA. They're usually very cost effective as well, very convenient, round the clock hours. Sign up for that, get a membership, and only use that if you're in a situation where it personally falls on you. Then at that point, that's a personal coverage. It's not commercial anymore, because at that point, that's your personal responsibility. You're supposed to get your oil checked and you didn't get it checked and your engine blew up, so you need it towed. That's your fault. You didn't do your due diligence. You didn't get the proper oil. You didn't get the proper oil for your vehicle. You didn't get your oil checked or oil change. So that falls on you. So what's going to happen is Turo will take care of you, but you're going to have to pay for that roadside service, which could be very expensive. So what I recommend, if it's ever your fault, always have a membership ready to use so that you can actually contact them. And at that point, you pay nothing else out of pocket because you already have the membership. And if it's not your fault, don't use your membership. Let it fall on Turo's roadside package. That's what they cover, because it's the guest's fault. And that's what it is. You don't want to be liable for this. If you're liable for anything because you didn't keep proper care or take proper care of your vehicle and keep it in the safety required measures that Turo requires, you're liable, people. So if that's the case, always have a backup plan of having a AAA membership and or a insurance policy that offers and allows roadside service, which is usually a fraction of the cost. So do that as much as you can, as fast as possible. That's the best way you guys can do it. That's the roadside service, how you take care of it. And roadside service has been phenomenal. It takes care of if your guest abandons your vehicle, if it breaks down on them, if they get in a car accident, and it's absolutely free to you as a Turo host. So people, I actually got a booking. I have to actually go and get my car ready so I can actually give it to the guest. It's a Lincoln today. all ready to go. It's a real life Turo guest, from home to work, from home to business, as they say. So I get to wake up early. It's a little after 6 a.m. here, and I just want to take care of this booking, but I want to give you guys some really great insight on roadside service. So that's a little bit of explanation about how roadside service will protect you as a Turo host, so you have more peace of mind, but always have a second backup plan of another roadside service that you have personally, either through your own personal insurance or a membership, or both. So that way, if it is ever your fault, Turo won't charge you for using their service, because it can be very expensive if it falls on you. But as long as it doesn't fall on you and it's your guest's fault, or they caused the accident, or they're in the accident, then it's absolutely free to you. Don't worry about it. Conrad Layn out. Peace.